Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. As you can see, I brought my roommate along for the ride.
Hey everyone!
Who has seen a playthrough of the game, and he's one of the people who have recommended this game to me.
Haven't spoiled anything. I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah. Once I told him that I was going to be playing through this game, he was quite insistent on tagging along for any of the weird things.
I'm here to help him hang in there, okay?
Yeah, definitely. And do you want to show what you have brought?
Oh, well, this is a malformed shot glass, but I figure if we're gonna have fun times, I'm just gonna be drinking the heck out of this. Got some amaretto here.
I think I said in a previous episode that I was like, oh, fun drinking game. Take a shot anytime a character says eh or ah.
It's gonna happen. I might die. We'll find out.
This game is so anime, and it's just like, I like anime, but like, oh my god, sometimes it's just the dial's like on an 11. And like the amount of times a character said like eh or ah, I was just like, are you serious? Like, come on, like I get it.
Alright, let's do this.
Let's do this.
So you were about to make a poem.
We're about to make a poem for day 2. So we already did one.
Okay.
Alright, so, and it looks like every time I choose a word, it's
associated
like,
with
a certain character, yeah. And I guess it's like trying to get me closer to one girl.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay,
so you get to pick who you want to try and get closer to.
Okay,
by guessing.
Right.
What they would like.
I feel rather neutral with Sayori. Yuri, who is the purple-haired girl.
You
like,
hate.
I can't stand. Like, I get it, being a bookworm and like being, you know, like shy. Like that's cute to an extent, but it's like the level that she is at. I'm just like, sorry, no.
Okay.
So
don't go for the obvious emo.
Yeah.
Ones. So you want the lowly, is what you're saying.
I mean, she's kind of a brat, but like, I mean, All
right, well, let's make her make a
okay.
poem.
I think she said that she liked like simple, cute words, whereas Yuri was like very like melancholic, very descriptive words. So maybe cute. There we go.
Boop. Oh, Doki Doki is there.
That's probably
I don't know what that means.
her.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know what the term Doki Doki means?
No.
So in the Japanese language, a phrase that they use to describe like a fluttering heart is like Doki Doki.
Oh.
Like sometimes you'll hear it in anime, like, oh, you make my heart go Doki Doki.
Okay.
So I think that's what it's implying for the game title.
Gotcha.
All right.
Well, that makes sense with a romance visual novel.
Yeah. Fluffy. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what she likes.
Depression. Warm. Okay, that's Sayori instead.
Yeah.
Sugar. Explode. Sugar.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, we're getting into bigger words now. Graveyard.
I think I saw like massacre or like something in a previous episode. I'm like, what? Who am I writing this
Yuri.
for? I think so. Lucky.
Firefly? Okay.
Let's see.
It's kind of hard between them.
Fester.
Party.
Rainbow.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Kawaii.
There we go. Oh, you gotta be total weeaboo for her.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Skipping. Yeah.
There we go.
Like skipping along.
Uncontrollable.
I actually don't know who that would be.
I feel like that would be Yuri.
Maybe.
Maybe hard? No.
Okay. Kitty.
Neko.
100%.
Alright.
Lust. That could be.
That's Yuri.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her. She strikes me as like, there's something wrong with that.
She's the Edgar Allan Poe chick.
Yeah.
From high school. That's who she is.
Bouncy. There we go. Mouse.
Or shiny. Or anime.
Anime. Oh right, she is a
She's
manga
the
fan.
weeb.
Yeah. Valentine.
Could be.
There we go.
There we go.
Horror.
Giggle. Suicide. Jesus.
Giggle. There we go. Strawberry.
Perfect.
There we go.
Sparkle.
Sparkle or bubbles. Okay.
Oh, okay. Scars defeat. Jesus, Yuri, please.
I know. Maybe friends.
Could be.
Okay.
No.
Alright, last word. Gotta make it count.
Bunny.
Bunny. Hey!
There it is.
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already.
Oh man, already.
I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Kuri. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Oh shit!
That's close enough, right?
It begins! I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm good. Keep going. That was fun. Do it.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, anyway.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry.
What? Okay.
Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks.
Wow, what a dick. Keep going.
We're gonna need more food up here. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? What? No, no! This can't be allowed.
Go for it. Why that all of a sudden? I've got crackers.
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. See what I'm saying? Oh my god, dude. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out.
She wants you to pay for it. That was more of a laugh.
Yeah. Don't do it. I knew it.
Just for the as or the ahs? Alright.
Yeah. Where it's like, where a character's like confused or flustered and they go, eh, or
Mm-hmm.
I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room.
Oh, look at her.
So pouty.
Mm-hmm.
So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. Is this
What are you,
Sherlock?
fucking detective?
You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option.
Was that it?
No.
Alright.
That's pretty rare, yeah. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
Damn! Like, Jesus. Yuri.
We're kind of blocking her face.
This is good for you, right?
Yeah! Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
Jeez. Oh my god. I have to get like 911 on like speed dial.
You're fine. Dude, this is gonna be over before we even do anything.
I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
Your face!
I'm worried.
Ow.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri.
I'm also pouring like half shots.
Okay, alright, good. Tell Kuri to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford.
She just was like, yo, be my pimp.
And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
These are like real like slaps in the faces. Ah! Because I'm a bad person.
Did I just? I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I had to accept the revolution? Retribution.
Apparently she wants to go Che Guevara on the fucking school there.
There's just like a sickle and hammer in her purse the next day. Revolution!
Comrades!
She just has like the fur hat on.
Dushanka, yep.
Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Damn. Manipulating everyone.
Jeez. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Did we just get slapped?
I think so.
Whop. What? Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it wasn't us. Ow. What was...
Eh?
Jesus. A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
She got free snacks.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Natsuki. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, it's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Get smacked in the face with a cookie, start blushing. Okay.
She really wants that cookie.
Sayori hugs the cookie.
She wants to see.
Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
Oh wow, I just felt all of it in my stomach.
Yeah, dude.
No, warm. Not that.
Okay.
It's good.
Alright, we're gonna have a big meal after this.
It's half shots.
Yeah.
He's worrying so much. Keep going!
I like my roommate. I don't want him to die, you know? Maybe if you were like a mortal enemy of mine, I'd be like, so good.
She's just full of cookie.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. Is she feeling the alcohol too? It's bleeding into the air. I bit my tongue.
Oh my fucking god.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
She really is.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
And then they get real close.
Oh no. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Damn.
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
J'accuse!
Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Coming from the kid. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Oh, there's Monica.
Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Oh no.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Oh no.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular, after all. Eh? Alright, it's time. That goes down pretty smooth.
Right?
Which is why I'm worried about you.
I told you, this is like the one thing that I can just down.
Alright. As long as you don't
I'm fine.
overdo it. You don't think she has a... Haha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Oh.
That's true. Are they saying that she has a date right now? Excuse me? Yeah. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are.
She's so worried.
I didn't mean to be late. You know, the more I think about it, I think I like Monica the best.
She's the best girl.
Yeah. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh?
Eh?
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? This is perfect. Just blocking out Yuri's
Just blocking Yuri
I
out
don't
and
have to look at
everybody
her.
else is on screen.
Yeah.
My god, you really hate her.
I don't like to be mean, but it's just like, I just don't like it. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool.
She's talented.
You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. She wants to get better for us. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Kuri. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. I feel like I should do like a master cut of me just turning to look at you.
Every time I take a shot.
I'm just like,
That'll be your alternate edit. Just
I should do a super cut. Just
You should have a counter.
Yeah, I'll do a counter. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Soyuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Soyuri somehow already finished her entire cookie.
She got a huge sweet tooth.
Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back into the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? She talking about manga. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. There we go. You read manga, right?
Oh.
Sometimes.
I got cracker in my mouth.
Okay. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway?
I don't know about that one.
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait girls?
Is that a real thing?
I don't know. But I know parfait was one of the words.
It was.
Yeah.
She likes parfaits.
Parfait girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
Or both.
Or both. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
Damn.
She points to the classroom door.
Put it in this place.
Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Kuri. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover.
It's true.
I feel like that's like another statement towards us, the viewer. Maybe.
Kind of towards the game in general, I feel like.
In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses.
What's an animated feminine pose?
You know, just like that, or just like, you know, think about it. Like, you ever just go to like Crunchyroll and look at all like the thumbnails to like...
No.
Use your imagination. It's exceedingly moe. Do you know what moe means?
No, I don't think anybody knows what moe means.
So moe is kind of like an interesting word where it's like kind of like...
Doesn't it not have a meaning?
It doesn't really have like a meaning, but it has a meaning based on how it's used. And it's used to describe like very like cute things.
Yeah.
Like, and it's mostly used for like things like otaku related, like manga, cosplay, anime, that sort of thing. Don't just stand there. Ooh-ah! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet.
Oh, hey.
I'm out of the
Pulled you out of
closet
the
now.
closet, yeah.
Wow.
So you're not interested in any of them at this point.
She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there.
Oh, she wants you to sit next to her, even though she's clearly standing.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh?
Also because there's no spread of you sitting.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
I think she's into you. Oh, did I miss an ah?
You missed an ah. But it's fine. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me.
Damn.
Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice.
I'm getting closer to her. I think you ended up picking most of the dialogue options.
Yeah. It's interesting because, like, in the last episode, I read with Yuri, so I might have ended up picking more
of
of
hers.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Maybe, yeah. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
Forever.
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Where did you start? Oh my god. I might as well just buy you a new bottle after
No,
this.
we're fine.
I am, but nothing's really happened yet.
Stop soon.
So I can talk at the same time. Yes, please. I commend you for making it this far. I think I'd be dead. If I did what
That's
you
a full
did.
half of the bottle, right?
If I did what you do, I'd be like slumped over the table.
But it's not the same alcohol volume as like a full whiskey. It's only 28% instead of like a 40.
Well, to a lightweight, that's
It's like a stronger wine.
I guess. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school.
I'm sorry.
Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot?
Hardcore, just like straight hentai.
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining.
It's one of the focused on girl mangas.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Shoujo, yeah.
Yes.
But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. It just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. This isn't even my final form.
Can you imagine her going like Super Saiyan? Ah!
Just breaks
shit,
the
I just
glass.
picked the shit out of your audio.
We'll fix it in post.
Will we?
I will. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well...
She does like her baked goods.
Yeah. Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah.
She fucked a cupcake. What?
Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? Yeah, she does. That's just a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Sure. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all of the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge?
It's a new
sprite.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
There's very few of them, I feel like.
Well, yeah. In this game or just visual novels in general?
I feel like visual novels in general.
Yeah. A lot of it is just like the talking heads, really, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
We read on for a few more minutes.
But you're getting closer to her, though.
It would seem so. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. Oh man, it's really hitting me now. Like
You had one shot!
I'm a lightweight!
I've had half the bottle!
Look at me. Look at you. Do you think I can take alcohol the same way that you can take it?
Come on.
No, I'm just saying it's like warming up my body.
Yeah.
I just felt it. It's just like,
I'm starting to feel it here.
all right, slow down.
Swimming.
I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else.
She has a point.
I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
No.
Hmm? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Are you feeling it now?
A little bit.
Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Goddamn.
If you can reach up to their faces. Or, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser. That's me. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time.
I mean, pretty accurate, right?
Thanks, man. I'm so glad you're my roommate.
I'm your roommate loser.
Oh, it's like Venom. You and I, we're losers.
Yeah.
But it's probably harder for someone like
I'm
you.
definitely a loser. I'm out.
Good. Take it easy, man. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this.
Take that completely out of context.
At least it's safe here in the club room. I mean, okay, so like a manga about parfait girls, like that's like innocent at most.
Yeah, I
Like-
feel like...
Yeah. Like, if you saw something with like extreme gore or like, you know,
Like Berserk.
or like tentacles, like that'd be like, okay, come on. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky.
So unlucky.
But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. She dies.
Don't.
Just finish this
spoil it.
chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Eh?
Eh?
Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh no. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to like read it to like all of them.
Uh-huh.
It's so much
You're gonna have to read all their poems.
Uh
I can read their poems if you want.
No, it's okay. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Eh?
I might have died just there if I tried drinking.
See what I mean, though? Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Yeah? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start the next one. Okay, she's committing.
Yes, she is.
If it gets bent, I'll kill you.
Dun dun dun.
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face.
Aww.
Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Why would you be scared of her? The one person I'm scared of is, like, Yuri. I feel like she's
I don't
just
know.
like...
I feel like Natsuki could take you.
Really?
Yeah.
She's like...
She's, you know, she is, like, small and wiry, but she's also the type that'll put out, like, a box cutter and, like, shank you, probably.
Yeah, or just, like, kick me in the nuts.
Yeah, like, you wouldn't see it coming. It'll just happen. You'll be like, oh.
Alright, then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Here we go.
So you don't want to read it too first.
Does it matter?
No. You have to go through all the options.
I know, yeah. Well...
I mean, you like Monica the most, right?
Yeah. I guess I'll just start in this order. Hi again, Kuri. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. She's so cute. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. I like it, Kuri. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. There we go. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. What's up? They like laugh nervously so many times.
They do.
If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Eh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long.
Have you ever read a Shel Silverstein book?
Never heard of him.
They're like, I remember reading that in elementary school. It was a long time ago.
Okay. Is he still alive? Or...
No idea.
Oh, okay. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Oops. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load? What? Load me? What?
She's just a weirdo.
Save me? Load me? Is that like a reference to like this game where you can like save and load things? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway.
Makes sense.
Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Maybe she's just an avid gamer, though.
You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Like, in a visual novel, you can't say the words save and load without it being, like, meta about, like, visual
kinda.
novel format. That's my advice for today.
It's good advice.
Thanks for listening. I liked her advice in the last episode where she said that, like, if you have, like, writer's block, don't try to, like, perfect every sentence, just keep going, and then go back. Because if you try to, like, write a perfect sentence for each sentence, you'll just be stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's get it over with. Oh god, I see her face now.
It's
No.
my turn. Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Curry. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well,
Oh, that's you.
Well, I guess you could say that.
I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I read them for myself,
Why do you sound like Eeyore?
not for anyone else.
Okay.
Eeyore kind of fits her, though.
So I don't really need for people to like them or anything.
Yuri,
And
I'm so sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job.
I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear.
This is what happens when you play the Doki Doki Literature Club shot game.
This is what happens when you're. There's not a lot left in here, dude.
Oh no.
That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind.
Okay.
It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique.
Yeah.
There wasn't even anything. Thanks for sharing.
I have one example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and typically hands me her poem.
It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendency as a wandering human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences, fucking raccoons, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon... I can't read that word.
An urge?
An urge. The
moon? The moon?
Oh, the moon increments its phase and affects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. Oh, he's so cute. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited and bites me. I have rabies now. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. Oh God, please stop. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy, and then it bites me. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A wish of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
Jesus.
Did you go to try and save?
No, I didn't know what button I had to press to like get out of that. I think you just need to click outwards.
I like how it gives you this moment to like,
No, what I found was really interesting was that in my previous episode when I was trying to read all of their poems, I struggled to read hers the most because her handwriting was like a bit difficult to read.
That's a little bit like
Yeah.
There's a couple words in there that I blame it on the fact that I totally just stopped reading script as soon as I got out of 3rd grade because literally nothing is in script other than the class that you are taught it in.
Yeah. And then when it came to like the after dialogue, she was like, was it hard to read? You took so long to read it. And I was like, how did you know?
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I stuffed my face like a cracker.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
Dude, I can't feel my fingers.
That's right.
It's
It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style.
do we need to take a break?
No, keep going. We're fine.
We're saving,
I'm like
right?
a good, this is a good drunk right here.
Oh god, okay.
Using the poem as canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies, like feeding raccoons and slicing bread. It's those sorts of things that you usually forced.
If I had like 2% of a possibility of actually falling in love with her, it's gone. It's dead. You've killed Yuri. She's dead.
It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Next time it'll be about the clown I keep in my closet.
What the fuck? Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're fucked up, yo. Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Curry?
Oh man, I could eat some curry.
Well. Yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now,
Yeah.
but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Oh, thank God it's over.
know how long to keep your episodes going.
For most of my episodes, I try to keep it about an hour, but I guess once we're done with this, we'll end it. Yeah. We'll go with Natsuki last.
Sure. You're trying to go for her.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, out of the options available.
Yeah. I mean, if Monica was part of the pool, I think I would go after her. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Kuri. Eh? I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. Oh, because that was tailored for Yuri, which is like very
Why
dark.
did you go super depressing?
I
Did you just try like
no. I wasn't choosing words to tailor to someone. I was just choosing words that I liked.
the depressing ones?
I mean, I didn't choose like straight like massacre and depression. Like I was choosing words that I personally.
Do we need to talk about something?
Hey, man. Hey.
Are you alright?
I am.
Do you need to talk to
No.
someone?
I've almost eaten this whole thing of Ritz crackers, man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, so fast.
Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh. Hey! You're too honest sometimes, Suyori. No, but really. I want to put this on my wall.
Oh.
Can I? Suyori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe
A little
even
bit,
Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh?
Wow.
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know?
She likes you.
So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Kuri poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
Oh, booby paper.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works.
Nope.
And then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
You know what's interesting? They never actually show what your poem is, just the reactions of the people.
Yeah. But it's like, you can kind of tell, I guess, imagine, based off of the words you choose.
I don't know, some of those words can go in, like, especially if you do, like, a very, like, outside of, like, if you go from, like, Natsuki to Yuri's words to Sayori's, it'll be a really, really weird poem.
I think, yeah, totally.
I don't know if I can imagine anything like that.
Yeah, I feel like they don't show it because, like, they just have no way to make a poem based off all the combinations that you could choose.
They could do... What's it called when you have a bunch of fill-in-the-blanks in it?
Fill in the blanks?
They use... No, like, you could usually buy, like, packs of them.
You think about that. Me neither. Oh, are you okay?
I'm getting my phone to look it up.
Okay. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up hurting... If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet? There we go, bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Suyori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Yeah, it is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Kuri. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row.
If you take this out of context, it's real like, whoa. She puts her thumb in and it feels warm and safe. Hey, girl.
She opens with, I pop off my scalp. Like,
hold on.
I pop off my scalp.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, like, but it's sort of poetic, and like she's anthropomorphizing the cookie jar. That's the word, right? When you turn an object into like a human thing, anthropomorphizing.
Yeah.
So that's what she's doing. That's actually really good as far as poetry goes. I feel like while Natsuki and Yuri are the most like themed, I feel like Sayori's have the best metaphors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She uses the best literary devices to get her point across. It may not be like, that's not the most complex of things sometimes, but like she really like, some of it's like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying though, you know?
Mm. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle, a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping.
Damn.
I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. I would not have expected her to write this.
No?
No. Holy crap.
Right? It's the appropriate.
That was really deep.
I feel, that's what I'm saying, like, Sayori, I feel like is the most accomplished of all the writers, but she doesn't seem it at first because you consider her, like, girl next friend, she's my friend, she's a little, like, skittery and everything. And the first poem isn't, like, super impressive, but it's okay. Mm-hmm. And then she brings this out, and you're like, whoa. Because, all things considered, that's actually a really, like, nice poem.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was just giving me whiplash because I didn't think that she would use such an expressive word, like, right off in the beginning, like scalp. Like scalp in itself isn't, like, you know, like a menacing word, but it's like...
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
She's very surprising. I kind of like her the best out of the girls for that reason. Other than the ones you can choose. I like Monica as well. But because of that, I feel like Sayori becomes my, like... You're more intricate and interesting than just the girl next door. Mm. And also, I hate the fact that, like, Natsuki's Yuri, lowly, and Yuri is, like, super, like, girl, you got some problems. And so Yuri's just, like, this, I don't know, it's like, I kind of want to get to know you better.
I mean, they're all playing by tropes. Like, Yuri is, like, kind of, like, the mature. She's, like, tall. She's, like, full-formed. And then, like Natsuki, she's kind of, like, the lowly, you could call it. She even has, like, that little, like, devil's tooth that you see, like, in a lot of anime and manga.
But you have to admit, Sayori, especially with this poem, has gone outside of her trope a little bit.
Yeah, she has.
I mean, that's why I like her the
Yeah,
most.
yeah, and especially because they like pinned her such like as an airheaded character, and then she just. This was the best poem I've read so far.
I think it's the best poem hands down in this like list.
Yeah,
I don't know. Mako's poem is very interesting and appeals to the gamer in me.
So Yuri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Mm-hmm.
Oh right, and the first poem she wrote in a rush. She was rushed to write it, so maybe this is her natural genius.
Well, I mean, she's definitely smart. She's very manipulative, as you've already seen. She's got layers, you know?
Like Shrek. Yeah.
No, like an onion, you fucking Philistine.
Onions. I mean, I didn't expect some.
Mad Libs! That's what they were, Mad Libs. The fill-in-the-blank poems, Mad Libs.
Oh,
That
Mad
you can
Lib.
buy. They're like books of them.
Oh.
Sorry, continue.
It scared me for a second.
Dude, okay.
Oh, man.
Keep going.
I mean, I didn't expect something
My
like
lips
this
are
coming
tingling.
from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
She's smart.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best.
I like her design too, with like the pink hair. The bow is a nice touch for like her cutesiness, and like the blue eyes really sell it. You gotta admit, it's like she is the most interesting combination of like features.
Yeah.
Well, Monica's got like those deep green eyes though. Between the two of them, they're my favorite girls out of this.
I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Good plan.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Yeah. She's got like this like nice like red strawberry theme going with like, you know, the pink hair, the red bow, and like the little red ribbon around her.
She's like, it's innocence, but underneath she has substance, which is why I like her character the most.
Definitely. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later.
I know people like that though.
So do I. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Be a good
I know
friend.
people like that too. Especially with their poem, if like they showed that they're like, I'm really interested. It's really hard to say like, oh, you're gonna give it up, because it's like, you want to support them. You're like, you know what? You actually are really good at this. Like, keep doing it. Don't stop. And it's those people I always worry about, because they're always like, I don't know if I should, you know. And they back off of it, and it's like, no, you've got a talent. You should keep doing it. Like you, in your Ruby series, you should keep working on. Those of you who have come from YouTube and not from his other things, go check out his writing. It's really good, actually.
Oh, thanks, yeah. Definitely one of my New Year's resolutions is to write more, yeah.
Do it. Write more. I will read your goddamn series if you put another chapter out.
Alright.
Alright?
Alright.
Promise.
Okay.
I follow my drunk promises. I scored Delaney's...
Oh, right, yeah. So...
Don't worry about it. You don't gotta tell that.
Another story for another
Yeah.
time.
Let's get through Natsuki's poem.
Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki.
How weirded out... Before we get into her, how weirded out if another option appeared that you had never seen before would you be?
What do you mean?
Like, in the list of who should I show it to next, and there's only one option left, but then another one appeared, and it's a name you've never seen before.
Like another girl?
No.
I'd be like, who's in this room with us? Show yourself. I'd grab
Because, I always say this because, like, in anime and visual novels and most of the things, there's a character trope that we have not come across yet,
Yes.
and that is the senpai, the teacher.
I would say Monica's kind of like the senpai type. You mean the sensei type?
Yeah,
Teacher?
sorry, sensei. Like
Sensei.
a teacher, actually.
Okay.
My bad. But we haven't come across that. And I know at least in the United States, for like clubs and schools, most of the time you need a teacher liaison between the club and the school, or else it's like not an official club. Just saying. Not that it comes up.
Yeah, we haven't seen a single like adult figure at all.
Not to spoil things, but that doesn't happen. It's just one thing that I just thought about.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just them. Don't worry about that.
Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now
It's written for her.
she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this?
She really likes it. Why'd
that
you
a-
go for the lowly, dude? It's so fucking weird.
I didn't go.
Though, to be fair, up until this point, you haven't known which one is the most interesting girl.
Yeah.
So now that being said, do you think you'll go for Sayori?
She presented herself in an entirely different light starting this episode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
She's trying harder.
yeah.
Though, to be fair, like, she presented herself in a different light in the very first episode because she invited you to the club.
That's true.
She's trying.
Is that a compliment? No, I mean,
Hell yeah, it is.
You know-
Girl, you want the D.
Natsuki struggles to find the word she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. You know, at least it's like in high school. Like if it was like me in high school and like the romantic option was a middle schooler, that'd be weird. You know, like dating in high school is a bit different because it's like close
I feel like
proximity.
she's still the high schooler. She's just not developed.
I mean,
that's what they're going for.
yeah, I mean they pointed her out as like a lower classman.
Where's your trash can?
Should be by my door.
Okay. Just throwing out the trash.
Okay, good thing. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get
She
used to
doesn't
it.
want to admit it, man.
Yeah.
She's like, I wrote this for you, bitch.
You won't always manage to write poems this cute. I mean, well written. No, I mean... so that's how it is. My poem is cute? No, why are you
like
smiling?
it.
It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shoves my poem back towards me. Huh. Reading it again, I decided that it's not so great after all.
Wow.
It's too cute and Doki Doki. Roll credits.
Right. No, there was no literature club.
Well, there has been literature club. Not in full sentence,
Not in
though.
full sentence.
It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kinds of things.
Like you.
For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyway,
She's like cellophane.
you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your tastes, you'll probably like it a lot.
You're ready for the worst poem of all time.
You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is.
Oh, man.
I love how it just switches to like the kindergarten music.
For her. Yeah, for her poem. Yep.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
This is like really fucked up, like, grade schooler people. Like, I hate her type. From, like, a little kid, you know that it doesn't mean the same thing from an adult, but you're also like, what happened to you to make you this way?
What's your damage?
Yeah, exactly.
Not bad, right? That was actually the worst poem we've read.
Like I said, I remember a little bit about the poems, and I know that hers Or, like, exceptionally?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies.
I mean, it's true. Hers is the simplest.
And it helps people realize how stupid they're being.
By liking spiders.
Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that?
What a cunt.
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of. Something that you're afraid if people find out. They'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh.
Like visual novels.
That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah? She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers.
Feeding raccoons.
I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you.
Feeding raccoons and cutting bread.
That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things.
Wow, that voice is a lot easier when I'm drunk.
Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies.
Damn! What if she's an earshot? That's not something you want to try.
What if we just see like a sprite of like
she
yours
just starts to like
No, it's like a doll with a knife.
Oh, I almost imagine her like right from the side, like.
Were you talking about me?
Where it's like that creepy thing where it's like half the face and it's just like that creepy, like crazy eye. It's like, did you say something?
Mm-hmm. Her ears are burning.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Ew.
It's not like I would judge her or anything.
Oh, you judge Yuri.
Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I shouldn't try not to be so mean to her. She feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to that. Okay, everyone! We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. That doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. So supportive.
Mm-hmm. Monika's the best girl.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't mind it too much. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
Sorry. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way!
Monika? This is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books, Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing.
I'm a strong woman and I don't need no man.
This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head.
She's actually Beyonce.
Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri steps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself.
Bye.
It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
She's wet.
Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
Jeez. Oh my god.